Let's take a trip back to 1987, back when Michael Jackson defined the sound of the late 80s pop with the release of Bad. We got to know and love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the first TV series, while Bon Jovi has us living on a prayer. But the year also brought with it its fair share of strife and turmoil, with the Amtrak train crash, the Iran-Contra affair, and the Black Monday stock market crash on October 19. Add in a typhoon in the Philippines and 2 different plane crashes, and it's no wonder that it was also the year that Prozac hit the market for the first time. But it wasn't all doom and gloom though. 1987 was definitely one of the best years for video games, with the birth of gaming's most memorable titles and series such as The Legend of Zelda 2: Adventure of Link, Street Fighter, Mega Man, Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest, and Metal Gear. And a game that got me, well, hooked on video games, Contra. When Contra first emerged, it coincided with the mentioned Iran-Contra affair, a political scandal which involved the Reagan administration in 1987. Because of the political charge surrounding the Contra name, the title was changed to Grazer in Europe and the PAL regions. Originally released as a coin-operated arcade game on February 1987, Contra didn't become a noteworthy success until Konami produced the home version in the subsequent year, which allowed millions of players to take on the roles of Bill and Lance as they battled against the evil Red Falcon, using whatever weapons they could get their hands on. I loved the Famicom growing up, which is Japan's version of the NES, and later found out that there were a number of big differences between the US and Japan version of the title. The US version did not make use of Konami's custom VRC2 memory mapper, and it shipped on a 1 megabit card, which was only half the size of Famicom's cartridge ROM capacity. As a result, it was missing many assets and special effects that were present in the original. The title screen in the version was animated and featured an intro cutscene. Each of the stages were introduced with a map screen similar to what Ghosts and Goblins shows. After each boss is destroyed, a short text message summarizes your progress, and the ending is slightly different. There are also several changes to the stage backgrounds. The trees blow around in the wind during the first and fifth stages, and stage 5 features a blistery snowstorm and does a good job obscuring bullets. The waterfall in stage 3 are more elaborately animated, and the organs that make up the alien lair now squirm and pulse, making it far more disturbing to look at than it was for the NES game. But its core essence remains prevalent in both versions. Contra's success was such that the Konami code, a string of button presses which grants extra lives, is closely associated with this title, which stuck in the mind of a generation of gamers. Man, the opening theme still takes me back to when I was playing this game as a kid. The nostalgia really hits you hard, especially with that first stage intro. I'll never forget how I'd act like I was sick as a kid so I could stay home from school and play Contra. No regrets though. Look, Contra was one of the first video games I ever played, and I was blown away. It had everything the 6-year-old me wanted back in 1994. I mean, colorful 8-bit pixelated graphics, cool guns, heroes and enemies, plus a mixture of full action adventure with 2D side-scrolling on the NES. Yep, that was more than enough to send me on that journey. The year is 2633, and the evil alien faction, the Red Falcon, is trying to take over the world and wipe out humanity. With a massive bases set up near New Zealand, the 2 Marines, Bull Riser and Lance Beam, team up and become Contra. They are the masters of guerrilla warfare and blowing stuff up. Still a fun game after all these years. It offered great gameplay, super responsive controls, rock hard soundtrack that ranged from driving anthems to slightly more atmospheric tunes. A title that was for its time visually stimulating. I mean, all the stages look different. And you even got a few stages that was sort of third-person perspective. Be looking at your character from behind and trying to dodge upcoming enemy shots while blowing up walls and doors in order to reach that funny supercomputer thing.
Iridocyclitis.
Yes, the bosses were huge and of special note. It's a run and gun platformer where you and a friend can cut down enemies while picking up power-ups like machine guns, spread shot, and the laser cannon. It's kinda hard too, one hit and you die, which always used to make me laugh, and in many cases rage. Contra is a classic title that centered all our gaming needs. It defined old school gaming. Yes, it's kinda hard, but you get continues, you get extra lives, and if you score high enough, you get even more lives. The subtle homage to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator was the ultimate 2-player game for its generation, and one that we still enjoy playing after all these years. Contra is one of the main reasons we started this Retro Rewind series. Just a true Konami gem. and a unique gaming experience that will certainly bring a smile to any gamer out there.